In America, after 9/11, people, the media and the government, and then ordinary people who take their information from the media and the government, began to confuse the Taliban with Al Qaeda. And everybody associated with all of that was considered to be a terrorist. It was an irrational, fear based, emotional response to the 9/11 attacks. The 9/11 attacks were carried out by authentic, hardened terrorists who, really a depraved sense of values, and they killed all those innocent people. A horrible thing. But soldiers fighting in this civil war inside of Afghanistan were just that. They were just soldiers in a civil war in Afghanistan. And many of them, like John, were there for altruistic, idealistic reasons. They were there because they thought they were going to defend innocent people. They were, in fact, defending innocent people from attack. So again, I would certainly not want my son to go to Afghanistan and volunteer for the army there in a civil war like that. I wish he hadn't done that. But that is not terrorism. That's just joining an army. That's what Ernest Hemingway did for the Republican side in the Spanish Civil War. He fought in an army. So I was pretty confident. I understand the question, well, how do you know? Because you go on Larry King, in these early days in December, and you haven't had contact with your son for 7 months. How do you know that he hasn't become a terrorist and hasn't aligned himself with terrorism? And the answer is, on some level, I don't really know completely, and I have a little anxiety about that, but for the most part, I feel pretty confident about my son and how, what kind of person he is. And I've been vindicated in that. I mean, it's certainly clear now that all the facts are known, that no, John never had any involvement of any kind with terrorism or sympathy for terrorism.